Advanced prosthetics are used by people all over the world for daily tasks and activities, and the technology just continues to evolve. Are you interested in being fit with a bionic hand, or simply want to learn more about the process of receiving an advanced prosthetic? We're COVVI, and since 2020, we have created cutting-edge, multi-articulating bionic hands that are used by people all around the world. Today, we'll be taking you through the steps of getting fit with a bionic hand and telling you a little bit more about what you can expect once you receive your prosthetic. The process for receiving a bionic hand like COVVI's can differ slightly depending on the user, their prosthetist, and any extra surgeries that may be required ahead of being fit with a prosthetic. On the whole, however, there are several stages that are part of the process of receiving a bionic hand. The journey to receiving a prosthetic solution may begin in a number of different ways. A clinician may suggest the use of a bionic device to reduce strain on another limb or to support with completing tasks. Or a user may register their interest in a specific prosthetic device and be matched with a prosthetist near them that is able to fit it. For those who are not already in touch with a clinician, COVVI can support in finding one that fits our bionic hand. People can register their interest in COVVI through a form on our website that asks some basic questions about a user and their limb, so that our clinical and customer service team can assess this inquiry and pass the information on to one of our clinical partners. There are prosthetic teams based in a number of countries around the world that fit and distribute our bionic hand. For people already in contact with a clinician, they may wish to speak to them directly about the type of prosthetic they would like to trial. Once a user has been in touch with a clinician and scheduled an appointment, an initial assessment will take place before the fitting process begins. This is done to ensure that the user will be able to use their prosthetic in a way that complements their lifestyle. At the assessment, the clinician will evaluate a number of things, including a user's limb condition, their mobility goals, and daily activity requirements. This allows the clinician to identify the type of prosthetic system and setup required to fit into their day-to-day life. For example, whether the user requires only a bionic hand or if they would also benefit from additional upper limb prosthetic systems. This could potentially include components such as a myoelectric elbow, shoulder harness, pattern recognition controls, or sensory feedback systems. Once this initial assessment has been completed, the prosthetist will identify and test viable myocytes. Myocytes are the muscle locations on a user's residual limb that generate strong, reliable signals used to control bionic devices. To do this testing, the prosthetist will place electrodes on the user's residual limb to test the strength of the signal that is being sent. Depending on which way the user flexes their muscle, different signals will be sent to control the COVVI hand and other prosthetic components. Signal strength and the consistency of these signals are evaluated to determine the best approach that the user can take to control their device. An upper limb prosthetic will then be designed based on a user's unique functional and aesthetic requirements. This includes different elements such as joints and sockets, as well as the system that allows users to operate their prosthetic. Once this has been completed, a 3D scan or physical cast of a person's residual limb is taken to ensure a precise fit for the socket and alignment of all prosthetic components. A custom socket based on all of the identified requirements and limb scan is then fabricated to provide comfort, suspension, and alignment for the user. This socket will include any additional prosthetic support that a user may need. The complete prosthetic system is then assembled and tailored to the user for a trial fitting. This means aligning all components, including the COVVI hand, and fitting the socket to the user. These will be tested in real time to make sure the system and hardware are interacting as they should, as well as ensuring that the user is able to control their bionic hand. Based on the user's needs, the prosthetist will then support them with identifying control strategies for their bionic device. This includes mapping out the way in which a user will switch between different grips to ensure a seamless transition between the actions that they are completing. This may include the use of passive triggers, which can significantly reduce the overall energy required to change the grip patterns of a multi-grip prosthetic hand. Users of the COVVI Hand can switch grips by pinching the COVVI Hand fingertips, tapping the thumb, or pressing the dorsal button. Alternatively, or as well as, the system can use Myoelectric triggers such as sending 2 open signals in a row, holding an open signal, or sending an open and closed signal at the same time. The chosen strategy is always tailored to the individual, based on their control preferences and suitability to maximise the ease of use. One of the great things about the COVVI Hand is that it can be consistently updated remotely through the COVVI Go companion app. Using the app, the clinician will configure the hand to a user's initial specifications. However, both the user and the clinician is able to change and adapt this as they use their prosthetic more over time. For example, grip tables, which organise COVVI's available grip patterns into groups of 6 for ease of use, can be customised based on where a user is most likely to use them. For instance, Table A can hold all of the grips that a user would like to use at home, whilst Table B can be set up to hold all of the grips that they would use in the workplace, etc. Before being sent home with their prosthesis, users will perform a number of tasks using their new bionic arm to make sure that it is comfortable and usable. This can include testing the activation of different grip modes, practicing grip switching strategies, and building confidence in how they would like to use their prosthetic in real-world cases. After successful training and adjustments, the completed prosthetic system, including the user's bionic hand, is delivered. The prosthetist will give a full handover, including device care, charging routines, app guidance, and contact information for follow-up appointments. COVVI has a number of user guides available through our website, alongside consistent updates through the COVVI Go companion app. In countries around the world, people are using bionic prosthetics to enhance everyday tasks and activities. To find out more, you can visit the link in our description or simply search COVVI.